Hey guys, how's it going? It's Zahait here, and we're back with a brand new episode of The Farmer Was Replaced. And in the last episode, we finally beat the game, made it onto the leaderboard, and today what I want to do is start cleaning up some of my code a little bit to make things a little bit more efficient. And I've done a couple things off camera, so I did go ahead and get rid of all of my get goals commands because I don't think I need them, so they're all gone now. And what I'm doing in here is I'm just looking that if the number of unlocked dinosaurs and items.bone is in cost, then my goal is just going to be the cost of items.bones. So, I mean, similar thing for all the other ones, it's all done. Then what I'm doing down here is I reset up my farm code like I said I was going to. And I started with bones first, then cactus, then gold, then power, because that way I always have the highest one. Like in the list of stuff, I'm starting on the highest one and working my way down because the lower ones actually get spent to buy the resources for the higher ones. So I want to make sure I have all the higher ones first, which is going to end up meaning I farm the other things first. But it's going to allow me, I think, to be a little bit more efficient, hopefully. And if I set up in the farming code, like if I set up in here, that I'm checking for cactuses and we're farming for cactuses first, then I think everything's going to just keep working out okay. So that should be fine. The other thing I did off camera was I set up a new world command or a new move command. This is my move to version 2 code. And it looks really complicated, but it's not. So what I was doing before is I had this move command, and all it did was move east and move north. And that's all it did. You put in the position, and I would go like this, and I would go like this until I got to where I needed to go. Now, the problem is, if I'm like here, and I'm trying to get here, you know, or here, moving all the way across like this, and then all the way up is not very efficient. So, I've set up a new code that I think fixes this problem, and I'm hoping that you guys aren't going to say it's absolute, you know, caca, but here we are. So, what I do is I set the world size. Oh, and before I get into this, before I get into this, I just want to show you guys, I was doing a bit of an experiment here. Oh, my tongue is all tied up today. Just to see which one of these three things, they're all doing the same thing, but which one uses the least amount of operations. Now, if I check this one, 12 operations to do this, get world size times get world size times get world size, print OP count. Okay. In here, I'm setting the world size and then I'm cubing it. So here we go. Bingo. Only 10 operations. And then here, if I send the world size in, and I don't have to check the world size in here, then it's down to 8 operations. So anyway, if you can store variables and use them, it's way better. And if you can pass them in, it's, I think, slightly better. I'm not sure how convenient it is once you have like 12 things. If we have to like pass in world size and we have to pass in, you know, position X and position Y, and like things would start to get a little bit messy. And like, I don't know, A, B, and C and whatever. You got to pass in all of this stuff all the time. It would be kind of a nightmare, I think. But, you know, world size, I mean, we could play around with it. Anyway, right now I'm not passing it in. I'm just calling it once and storing it as a variable. Same thing here. Get position X, get position Y. So these are just variables for us to compare to. Then, oh God, what have I done? Let's Control Z that. Okay, so then the new location is what I'm passing in to this operation. And if the location that I want to go to is less than where I currently am, so for example, let me just move this guy. Let's go to 5, 5. Oh, 5, 5. Okay. And I've slowed it down in here, the set execution speed, just so I could see what he was doing. You can actually change the execution speed to whatever you want, up to the maximum that you have. So now, for example, if the guy or my new location is left of me right here, so less than my current position, I don't want to have to go east. So right away, I'm going to go west. But I still have to make sure that it's west of me and wrapping around the world is not closer. So if I was here and I wanted to go here, I don't want to go all the way across here. I want to just bloop, go around and over. So I'm checking that by doing world size minus position X plus new location has to be greater than or equal to the absolute value of position X minus new location. And if it is, then I can move west, and then I have to set my new position west. And then if it's not, I'm going to move east because wrapping around the world's actually faster. So, for example, if I put down 6, 6, and we hit play. Why? Oh, I'm doing operation count too, which I don't really need to do. I could have hashed that out. I was trying to see how inefficient this was, but I think it's like, I mean, I don't know how to make it any more efficient and still do what I need to do, but if you guys have any ideas, let me know. But then if we go to 0, 0, like so, he should realize that it's faster to wrap around, and he did. Okay, so there, that's my move to command. I'm not going to actually use move to because I don't need a move to. I don't need this one anymore, so we're just going to change this to move to. And I'm going to delete this one, and I hope that doesn't break anything. But there we go. So my move command has been updated, and everything should be working. Okay, so what I want to work on today is farming cactuses, because my farming cactus code is probably my most inefficient. It's kind of random how much stuff I get out of it right now. So somehow what I want to do is plant cactuses in here, all of it, and then what we're going to do is sort. And I think the way I want to sort this is we're going to check a square, check if it's check if the one lower is the one below it is lower, and if it is, we'll swap. And then once we've done that, we're going to check if this one's lower, and if it is, we'll swap. And then we'll check this one. If it is, we swap. If it is, we swap. We keep going until it gets stuck. And once it's stuck, it should be sorted. I do have to start down here. We have to make sure we start down here. And other than that, I think it's going to work. It works in concept. But I guess we'll try it out. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do in our while loop is do this part. So if we are... wait a minute. What do I want to do this before the while loop or in it? I think I want to do it in it. Okay, so we're going to put it right in here. So while we are farming cactuses, we have to make sure we have enough seeds to farm the cactuses. Okay, so that's still going to stay the same. Okay, and then after that, I think we want like a well planting command. Well planting, and we're gonna have to set that in here. Let's say planting equals true. So well planting, and then we're gonna start doing some stuff inside. So it's a while loop inside of while, and then that is where we're gonna check this stuff. So if get entity type is cactus harvest, we don't need this. We don't need this. There should be no cactuses. Ooh, I think I also want to move to location 0, 0. So we'll move to location 0, 0, I think. We want to start in the corner. Okay, and then we can get rid of all of this. If entity type, blah, 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 don't need any of that. And if ground type equals soil till, if entity type equals none. I don't know why I'm doing this. Oh, I guess we have to check that it's none, because if there's a plant there, I don't think I can plant it. So maybe we say not equal to none, and then we harvest, just to make sure that there's nothing there. Harvest. Okay. Then I don't have to check for cactus seeds, because I can buy the cactus seeds right up here, right after we farm the gold. So if, oh, I don't want that to be in a if. Why is this so indented? What the heck's going on here? Okay, so if we don't have the gold, then we go and get it. And then once we have it, or if we already have it, we will trade. Is it trade? I think it's trade. Items dot cactus underscore seed. Is it capital seed? I think it's capital seed. Items dot cactus seed, and then we want the world size. Actually, we just want number of tiles times number of tiles. Tiles. Okay, so that's going to be how many we buy. Let's get world size times get world size, which is not that great. Let's times that by 2. There we go, or to the power of 2. Okay, that's a little bit more efficient. I think all this is going to work. Planting true while planting. Okay, here we go. Now we need to, whoops. We need to get this over a little bit more. Okay, something like that. And then after we've moved, I want to check to make sure if get yeah, I'm gonna check if get pos x equals 0 and get pos y equals 0. I don't know if this is the most efficient way to do this or not, but if they both equal 0, then planting will equal false. Okay. So I guess for science, we could just try this thing out and see how it works. Oh, not planting equals false. Okay, let's try this out. This guy should work. Huh? Oh, maybe my cactus goal is too low. Probably too low. Hang on, we'll have to call it some other way. Farm cactus $1 trillion. Okay, there we go. Okay, so he needs gold before he can buy, or before he can buy the seeds. And what the heck happened there? Huh? What the heck happened there? Oh. If plant current location equals move to new location. He just planted the cactus and then chopped it up immediately, and then that was it. Okay, now we've got to pause. Let's see. While planting, get ground type. Ground's not soil. Till. Good. If identity type equals none, which it doesn't. Plant entities dot cactus. Move to new location. Why are we not moving? Hello? This part I need to fix too. I'm not super happy with this code, but for now, it's gonna work. Return. Okay, move to. Okay, moved. And it's done. Current location. Get position X equals. Okay, it's not true, so we're gonna do the thing. We're gonna keep going. Plant, move to. You cannot index into none. You cannot index into none. I've never had a problem with this code. I also just realized that this current location is my location, so I don't have to do all this again. I just have to do current location at 0. And I need to make sure that's right. Okay. And current location at 1. Okay, that should still work. That part should still work, but something up here is not working properly, and I don't know why. Oh, I figured it out. This needs to give me back a location, and right now I'm just passing, so I need to return. What do I need to return? New location? I think so. Return. Ooh, I'm not actually getting new location anywhere, am I? I think that should still work, because that's where I'm moving. Return new location. I think that will work. I don't know. Let's see how this goes. I gotta hit play again. You cannot index into none. I should be returning something now. Oh, this is not in the right spot. I need to indent this. Okay, that should be working. Okay. Why in the heck do we just skip over 10 million spots? What happened here? Hang on, let's start this over again. Okay. What? What? Okay, it was this part. I was returning my new location, or yeah, new location, but I wasn't actually setting it anywhere in here. So it was bugging it out for the first iteration, and then after that, like, it was taking the variable it used in the last round, and then after it used that, then it was working again as intended. But I think I have fixed it now. So this guy is gonna run around, plant a whole bunch of cactuses for us. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Okay, I think it works. Let's leave it. Or wait, even better. Maybe I'll stop it. And we can try to set up... Ooh, I should make sure that it works all the way through. Let's get rid of the execution speed here for a second. Let's make sure that it stops once everything's planted. So, I'll run this again. And it's broken. It's supposed to stop once it gets to the beginning. Oh no. Oh no, you know what? It is working properly, I think. It's going in here, it's saying it's false, and then it's going up here and checking that my cactus is less than my cactus goal, and it's starting all this over again, setting this back equal to true, and then we're going through. Okay, so I think that is working. So then, what I need to do, planting equals false, harvest equals true. So now we are going to be harvesting, and well, what am I going to do with that? I guess we can start a new spot here. While harvest. Now we got to read some stuff, because there's those, I can look up and down and left and right, and where's cactuses in here? Cactus. Get world size. Cactus only drops if it's in the sorted order. Blah, blah, blah. Measure. You can swap. Command. Swap direction. Oh, I think we can measure up and, like, measure down and stuff. Let's try that. I'm going to need a new code here. So if I measure... Actually, I'm going to print. Let's print... measure west. This should give me something. 9. Okay, it works. Okay, so now that we know that, what I need to do, get out of here, go on, is I need to check the one I'm standing on. So the one I'm standing on, let's say sort count. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Equals measure, so that I don't have to do that anymore. The other thing I want to check is what happens when I let's move to 0, 0. Error. Let's move to 0, 0. What happens when I measure west now? None. Okay, that is good to know. Okay, so we're gonna check the sort count. First thing we're gonna do is sort down. So, or I mean left. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We could go down or left. And I think I might want this in its own code, because this is gonna maybe be a little bit messy. I don't know. Let's just make a sort code, I think. We can pass in sort count, and okay. So what I need to do in here is go, wow, we're gonna have to set a few things here. Sorted vert equals false, and sorted hors equals false. While not, I think this works, sorted vert and not sorted hors, we're gonna do some stuff. So the first thing we're gonna do is check down if sort count is less than measure south, then we need to swap them. So swap south? Is that right? I think so. Swap south, okay. And then we're going to move to, I guess I need to know the current location, and then I gotta go south, -1. Kind of a mess because I'm not passing in my current location. Maybe I can. Maybe I can. Let's call this down here. Sort count current location. Let's try that. And then we can go move to, oh, this is gonna be messy. Current location at 0 and current location at 1 -1. Ay. I think that will work. If sort count is less than measure south, I also have to make sure that it's not null, and measure south is not equal to none. Okay. Then we'll swap south, then we'll move there, and then we'll set sorted vert equal temporarily to true. No, we don't want to do that. Not yet. Else, so if we've check sorted and it's not, then else sorted vert equals, whoops, sorted vert. I should have made these words smaller. Equals true, because now we know it's true. The other problem is every time I move it south, I might be messing up my horizontal code. So we're going to have to make sure in here sorted hors equals false. So we have to make sure we run through this and we go the else way both times, or it's not going to work properly, I don't think. So there's that. Then I basically have to do the same thing for west. So if, and let's just copy all of this, and I can change it after. If sorted count measure west and measure west is not equal to none, swap west, move to, and then here I have to go -1 and get rid of this. Okay, sorted hors equals false. I also have to reset my current location, don't I? So let me do that. Current location equals, and current location equals, okay, that should all be good. Sorted vert equals false. This should say sorted. No, that's right. If west sorted horse here. Horse. Almost made a mistake. And then that means this one is vert. And that's not supposed to be a capital. Oh, it is a capital. Why did I do that? Okay, so then in my harvest code, I am sorting, or I am getting the number that I'm standing on. Then I have to sort for sort count and current location. So that's going to run this program. And then once that's done, I need to, I think, move to new location, I think, because the new location here should be different. I think that's gonna work. So I'll sort one, I'll pick a spot here, we'll sort it, and then once we're done, we'll go to the new location, which should be the previous location I was at, +1. I think. Oh, I gotta put in current location though, I think. Current location. And this current location should be my previous location, I think. Maybe it's gonna mess it up. Maybe we'll go, what do we want? Prev tile. Prev tile equals get position X. I just need this. Here, we'll just do this. Copy this. Previous tile equals this stuff. Get position X, get position Y. And then in here, we're gonna go to previous tile. Okay. I think that's gonna kind of work. The only thing is my planting thing's still a little bit bugged. I didn't want that. I want this. South has never been defined. Oh, you dirty bugger. Okay, I think I got all those sorted out. Oops. We'll try it one more time, see how this goes. And it's busted. What happened? What happened? I think I need this in square brackets so that it knows it's a list. I think. Okay, we'll try it one more time. I should also like downsize my world a little bit. I think there's a way to do that. Let's see. Right in here. Set farm size equal to 5. Just so that we're not farming on this massive thing. Okay. So this should help. What in the heck are you guys doing? So I seem to have this problem right now. My code is I'm measuring that south is not equal to none in this location, and it is saying that it's not equal to none, and it is just going off into here. Even though when I check it, measure south, it literally says none. So I think what I have to do then is instead of saying not equal to none, I'm gonna have to say like greater than 0. Maybe that will work. I don't know. We'll have to try it. I'm gonna have to do the same thing here. Greater than 0. So we'll see if that works. Hopefully it does. Planting all the cactuses. Okay. Now we're gonna check here, make sure we're not doing anything silly. Greater than 0, it should skip everything now. It's not. Measure south. Why is it going in here? It shouldn't be going in here. Okay, well, whatever, it skipped that part. I don't know what is going on right now. Okay, so we should be moving on. We should realize that this one is already sorted and go to the next one. Oh no. Something broke. I think it's this part. I'm going -1, and sometimes my current location is 0, 0. If I go -1, I end up with a... Yeah, I can't ever get to -1, 0. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Measure south greater than 0 is just not working. Measure south. Okay, let me see. Let me see. If I just want to see what it's returning, because if measure south equals none, then print yes. Equals none. Print. Oh, I forgot the colon, that's why. If measure south equals none, print yes, yes. So it's working. But then when I put it in here, if measure south is... What if I just say equals none instead? And then we move all of this into the else statement. That's not going to work. Equals none is not equal to none. Okay, what if I say is not equal to none, print no. Okay, it's not doing it. Measure south, not equal to none, print no. Else, print yes. Why is this breaking? Yes! Okay, so why is this not working? If measure south not equal to none, am I missing some brackets or something somewhere? What the heck? All right, I've messed around with this a little bit. It's still giving me errors, so I'm just gonna say south equals. I want to see what it's storing. Measure south and west equals measure west. Something is bugging out here, and I need to know what it is. So if south is not that south, this south, and sort count. Okay, I don't need measure south here because this is just going to be south. Same thing here. West and west. This way I should be able to see what it's using for variables. So I'll come in here. And we'll come in here. Measure. Okay, let's try it one more time. All right, what do we got? 2. Measure south is 2? Excuse you. The size of the cactus can be measured with measure. How the heck is that making any sense? What? Measure west is 5? Oh my god, is it wrapping around the world? It's wrapping around. That's what it's doing. Look, this one's the 5, this one's the 2. You dirty bugger. Okay, so we don't ever have to check if it's none then. That's just not gonna happen. There's always gonna be something. So we'll do this. Why is all this all janky? Okay, I think it's fine. We don't have to check this. Okay. If sort count is less than west. Good. Now the other thing we have to do is make sure that we're not on the west side. So and current location at 1 is not equal to 0. Right? I think that's right. And then up here, and current location at 0 is not equal to 0. Okay, that should fix it, I hope. Okay, we planted cactuses. We're coming in here. This should actually give us a false reading now. Less than so, current location. Okay, we skipped it. Sorted vertical is true. Good. West, also true, because we can't move that one. That one is just instantly sorted. Sort, good. Okay, we're going to go to the next one, I hope. There we go. We move to the next tile. Everything is going to get reset. We're going to check that sort count to the south, or is less than south, which it is not. So it's not going to move it, which means sorted vertical is true. Okay. Sorted horizontal is also true. Okay, let's go to the next one. Bingo. Next one. This one does have to get swapped only one time, though. So we'll see here. It should swap south here right away. Swap south. It skipped. It skipped. Sort south 4. South is 8. Oh. And current location. I don't want this to be 0. I'm checking the Y direction here. I'm checking the Y direction in this one. And I'm checking the X direction in this one. Oh, okay. That should work. Okay, so this one, nothing should change. We should just move. We hit this button, we move. Okay, there we go. This one is smaller. It should go down. We swap, we check. Okay, and then we continue on our way. This one should also go down. Good, we're going to check. It's okay. Okay, it's not okay. That one should have kept going down, I think. Something's breaking here. Let's see what happens here. That one's fine, apparently, and this one has to go down. It's definitely going to have to go down, and it's not going down. Okay, so my loop part is not working. While sorted horse, it's right after we swap south. Sorted horse equals false. I should... Why is that happening? Where does it get set to true? It doesn't. Okay, I'm going to just set this stuff instead of saying well not, because I don't know, maybe that's the part that's not working. Well, sorted vert equals false and sorted hors equals false. We're going to continue to do that. Okay, maybe that will fix the problem. I just realized this should say or, because if either of these things are not sorted, then we want it to sort. So now this should work, I think. It was kind of bugging out on me a little bit before, but I think it's going to work. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so this guy we don't have to worry about. We click him, pass him on. This guy's going to go down. Good. He's going to check. Don't really need to check, but he's going to check anyway. Okie dokie. Now this guy also has to go down one, it looks like. Good. Everything is fine. This guy's going to... Oh, dang it. I hit the reset button. I think I want to loop it right here instead. Or right here instead. Just every time I run this, I want it to be able to see what's going on. So let's try that one more time. Okay, so here we go. That guy's not going to do anything. This guy should go down. Perfect. Check it. Make sure it's good. Go back to where you were. Next one. This one might go down. Yes. Okay, this one probably doesn't have to do anything. This one is going to have to go down a couple, it looks like. Oh! Oh my gosh, it's working. Okay, next one. I guess that one was already sorted. Next one. That one's also sorted. My move command, I think it's my new location command that's a little bit janky right now. This guy should be moving for sure. Oh, good. Oh, he went that way too. Oh, it works for the most part. The only problem is this one here is not sorted right now, and I think it's again because my move location command is all jank. But looks like we kind of fluked our way into it. Okay. That one's going in. I don't know. It seems like it's gonna work. Let's take this pause off and just see how it does the rest of them. Okay. I've got it on slow speed, so we should be able to just kind of watch it do its thing. That's all looks like it's working. I think it's working. It seems to be working pretty well. The only problem is my new location command is making it do all sorts of janky stuff, which is why I think it looks a little bit weird. But I think it's working. Let's see what it does with this guy. It looks very small. It should send it very far. Now, there is a problem. I'm seeing this one lonely guy in here is not sorted properly. And again, I think it's because of my new location command. Okay, so we've sorted them all. Now it's going to just run through it again for whatever it's worth. And I guess we'll double check to make sure. I don't have anything going on here about harvesting right now. Right now I'm still just sorting everything. So these two here are going to have to get swapped. Looks like those two also had to get swapped. There we go. Yeah, so anyway, there's the general idea, and it looks like it's working relatively good. I just got to deal with this code up here. I got to clean it up. But that is our cactus farm. So that's good. The only thing I have to do now is find a way to, once I've sorted all of them, to just, I guess I could put a count in here. Well, harvest. We could set a number in here. Count equals 0. And we can also say and count less than tiles. And then once we're done with that, harvest. And you know what? I don't even need this harvest in here. Do I? I think we get rid of this. Harvest equals true. We don't need that. Harvest. Well, count is less than tiles. Okay, then we're going to harvest, and then we can set planting back to true, I think. Okay, let's try it once. Let's set the world size down. I just want to see what this is going to look like. Set the world size down. Where is my execution speed? Let's get that out of here. And let's give it a go and see how it works. Now keep in mind I haven't changed my new location sorting doohickey, but it should give us a pretty good idea of how well it's gonna work. Honestly, it's looking okay. I forgot to put plus equals in here. So it doesn't quite work 100% of the time on the first time through. It's not even working on the second time through, but it looks like it's worked on the third time through. So that is great. Now, the only problem is I need to do count plus equals 1, and then that will allow us to harvest. And let's do this one time and just see how, right from start to finish, let's see how it goes. I love it. so good. I do have to play around with my new location, my move command, but for the most part, that is working. Perfect. I mean, hey, that is exactly what we wanted. So that's great. There's our cactus farm. I just have to make sure that I'm not doing... So right now, what I am doing is I'm coming up, and then when I get to the top, I'm coming and I'm actually farming this one. And then I lap around and I come up and I do it like this. So I wasn't wasting any moves, but I think the extra move, like my thing is getting all ziggy. By the time I get to the end, I'm actually only farming like this. And then all the way up and then here. So yeah, I thought I was being smart by not wasting extra moves, but I think I need to clean this up and actually just waste the extra moves because it's not playing nice with the rest of my stuff. So, anyway, that being said, we have a cactus farm code, and it's a lot better than where we were last time. There's a lot less random in it, and once I fix this code, I think we'll be looking a lot better. But, guys, I hope you're loving the series so far. If you are, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and I will see you next time.